Hi students, welcome to the next video. The goal of this tutorial is to explain how in Fusion 360 we can use either equations or functions in dimensions to keep relationships between perhaps two different shapes or two different dimensions. I have this shape, this object design here that I'll be explaining how they work, but first let's explain in a sketch what an equation or a function is in a dimension. So if I just start a sketch on this plane here, and I'm just going to draw a simple rectangle. Now, we can add dimensions as we traditionally would by just using the dimension tool and manually entering our value. So I've put that this rectangle is 50 millimeters by 30 millimeters. I've just typed those values in, but let's see what happens if I try to add an equation. So for the 30, I could have put 15 plus 15. It will still equal 30. Or just to demonstrate with that from different values, plus 25. I can see that updates. Alternatively, I could have done 50 minus 22, and that will update accordingly. And then there's other functions as well. If you're familiar with spreadsheets, they're very similar to that. I could have 50 divided by 9, and that will give me the value for that. This is handy when you want to have this dimension here to be of a particular relationship to this value here. So perhaps we want it to be half of that value. So for one way I could do that is just to type 50 divided by 2. The issue here is if I change this original dimension, this one won't update to continue that relationship of being half the value. So just to demonstrate, if I change that to 60, you'll notice that this dimension here stays at 25. It didn't update to be half the value, being 30. If you want to do that, you will need to add a functional dimension. So first, to do that, I'm going to just hover over the original dimension, and you'll see it says 60 millimeters. It'll also have this identifier at the front, and the identifier for this dimension is D34. Every dimension in your design will have an identifier. This one just happens to be the 34th dimension I've added in this design. So over here, I can type, instead of the value divided by 2, I'm going to put D34 divided by 2. And you'll see two things. First, it updated to be half the value. So it's now changed to 30 because that's half of this D34 over here. It also has this FX at the front. And that's your way of knowing that this dimension is a functional dimension. It has a relationship in there to another dimension in the design. Just to demonstrate how that will update automatically, if I change this one to 40, you'll see it automatically updates to 20. Okay, let's see how I've used functional dimensions to create this design here. So if I just go into my original sketch of this shape, you'll see I have a combination of what I'd call normal dimensions, where I've just entered the value, and functional dimensions. And if I want to know what that equation is, I can just click inside. So this one here, I can see we always want this dimension here to be a value of the D1, the dimension D1 divided by 3. And if I just hover over 150, I can see this is the D1. So if I'm to change this to 160, this dimension here will update accordingly. I also have this value down here. Now the value for this dimension, the equation I should say, is D2 divided by 4. Now if I just hover over the 75 millimeter dimension here, I can see that's D2. So whatever this value is, this will be a quarter of that dimension. What I'd like to do now is add a function here that this value here will always be half of this one here. Because at the moment, if I update this value, this height dimension here is not going to change. So I know that this one is already D1. I just hover over the top of the dimension to find out its identifier. So as we did before, it's just a matter of D1 divided by 2, and that will update accordingly. Let's change the value here, and I can see that that functional dimension updated accordingly. It just doesn't have to be in a sketch that you can add a functional dimension. So for example, on my timeline down the bottom here, I can see the second feature I added was an extrusion for this whole body. So let's just check out that extrusion, the edit feature. I can see that I extruded that original sketch by 15 millimeters. If I hover my mouse here, I can see that that value there also has an identifier, D6. If I hover in the dialog box as well, I can see it's D6. Now, these three little bosses in the middle, let's see how, now let's go into this feature, and I can see rather than add a distance for their height, you can see I said D6 divided by 2. So if I change D6, this height of the screw bosses in the middle will also update. Doesn't always have to be a division. I could say D6 minus 2, and it will always be 2 millimeters below the height there. So that's an overview of how to use equations or functions in your designs in Fusion 360. And the benefit of using equations and functions is that you can drive relationships between two different features in the design, and they will automatically update as you update the other parts of your design. Hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck with your Fusion 360 modeling.